Hey, it's Coach M here. Do you want to help your teenagers succeed, but you're not sure if you're doing everything that you can to ensure their success? You wonder if there's some skill that you need to teach them that you haven't yet, or whether you've talked to them enough about doing better in school, not doing drugs, waiting to have sex until they're ready, or even something as simple as helping them understand why doing their chores actually creates successful habits in the future. If this is how you're feeling, then this video is for you. I'm going to tell you the number one thing that you must do to help your teenagers succeed in life coming up. If you haven't already done so, if you could please do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button for me, that would be wonderful. I'm on a mission to spread these tools on this channel out to as many people as possible. We are all in stages of our lives where we're dealing with certain struggles and obstacles, and the more tools and strategies we have to help us through those struggles, the better. So help me to help others by hitting that subscribe button. Thank you. Okay, before I give you the number one thing that you'll need to start doing today to help your teenagers succeed in life, I want to ask you to do a little exercise with me. Get out a piece of paper right now, pause the video if you need to, and I want you to write down everything you believe your teenager needs to work on. Think about each area of their lives. School. Do they need to get more motivated to get better grades? Do they need to work on their time management or organizational skills? For their friendships, do they need to work on being a more thoughtful, caring friend? Or do they need to choose better friends that are a good influence? For sports or extracurricular activities, do they need to manage their emotions better when losing a game? Or learn how to be a better teammate? And at home, do they need to do the chores the first time you ask them? Or do you want them to engage and communicate more with you? I want you to write it all down. Now hold this paper up and ask yourself these questions. Is the majority of my parenting based on getting my child to adhere to expectations I have on this list? Am I trying to control the outcome of the expectations on this list by constantly nagging or incentivizing my teenager? Does this list honestly take into consideration who my child is, their personality, their strengths, their unmet emotional needs, their connection with me? Am I truly modeling and communicating in a non-judgmental way everything on this list? Am I parenting from a place of fear? Fear that my child won't be successful in life. Fear that if my child doesn't do well in life, that it's a reflection on me and my parenting. If you are completely honest with yourself after doing this exercise, you may just find that you're operating and parenting from a place of fear and not from unconditional love. There is a big difference. Oftentimes we think that what we're doing and saying is coming from a place of love because we want our kids to be happy and successful, and secretly we want them to be better than we are. But trying to control whether they're happy or better than us will always come from a place of fear, not true unconditional love. Love has no conditions to it. The number one thing that you must start doing today to help your teenager truly succeed is to detach from the outcome of your expectations. This moves you out of fear and into unconditional love. And what does this really mean? We all have expectations. It's how our brain works, especially as parents. We expect our children to be respectful, to be kind, to be a good friend, to make good decisions, especially when it comes to their mental and physical health. The problem isn't in the expectation itself, it's in how attached we are if the expectation isn't met. You have to ask yourself, how do you respond or react when your teenager is acting disrespectful towards you, or not doing well in school, or is hanging around kids that are not a good influence? Do you get frustrated, upset, angry with your teen and start nagging them or arbitrarily taking things away from them as a form of punishment? Or maybe you even yell at them, all in the hopes that they'll start doing what you want them to do. This does not help your child make better decisions, and it does not ensure their success. What it does do is it creates friction in your home. It damages the relationship you have with your teen, and it forces your teenager to get better at hiding things from you. Being attached to the outcome of your expectations perpetuates suffering. Suffering that you will experience because your teenager will never ever live up to all your expectations all the time. And your teen will experience suffering too, because they will continue to feel as though no matter what they do, you will never view them as good enough. That your love and validation is predicated on whether they meet your expectations, which they will never be able to do 100% of the time. When we don't manage our expectations and detach from the outcomes, we're making it that much harder for our children to see their success, to acknowledge their wins, even the smallest moments, like when they decide not to cut class with the rest of their friends, or they ask their teacher for help in class, or they fail at something and are willing to try again. This is what success is. It's the progress made through learning from one's mistakes and knowing that it's okay to fall down. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to feel stuck. But success comes from feeling that we can get back up again, that we can try again, that the stuck feeling won't last forever, and that we're not alone with the feelings that come from falling down. True success comes when your teenager can pick themselves back up and try again. Ask yourself if you are allowing your teenager the opportunity to learn from their mistakes, to endure the natural consequences of their actions without getting emotionally charged about it. This is not easy by any means, and it requires us to understand where our attachment to the outcome of our expectations is really coming from. When we're mad because our teenager didn't do the dishes that we asked them to do, we have to ask ourselves, why am I so upset right now? What is this emotion of anger here to teach me about myself? Remember, your emotions show up as a direct result of your thoughts and beliefs. Your anger in this situation is not really coming from your teen not doing the dishes. It comes from the narrative that you have in your mind about yourself and about your teenager. The narrative typically goes something like this. I can't believe that she didn't do the dishes like I asked her. I asked her to do one thing and she can't even do that. Who does she think I am? Her maid or something? I work all day so hard to give her everything that she has, and she can't even help me with one simple task like doing the dishes. She's so lazy and acts so entitled. I'm sick of everyone expecting me to clean up after them. Have you experienced these types of thoughts before? If you're a parent of a teenager, I know that you have. And what does having this type of narrative do? It prevents you from seeing the situation from your teenager's perspective. It keeps you bound to the unwanted emotions like anger, frustration, and disappointment. And it begins to erode your relationship with your teenager. None of this helps your teenager to be more successful in life. It actually does the opposite. With each encounter, when your negative narrative is playing in your head, you are reinforcing the negative thoughts and beliefs that your teen already has about themselves. Each encounter and situation drives the message that they're not good enough, and it drives it in deeper and deeper into their subconscious, making it that much harder for them to take healthy risks, to try again when something fails or isn't working. And there is no success without the willingness to try again and without the action of taking healthy risks. I plan on doing a few more videos on the actual process of detaching from the outcome of your expectations. So be sure to hit that subscribe button and click on the notification bell to get notified when I upload that video. Helping your teenagers succeed in life is about meeting them where they're at, by communicating and engaging from a place of true unconditional love without judgment. This requires the art of detaching and managing your expectations. The next time you feel frustrated, sad, angry, or annoyed with your teenager, ask yourself the important question: what is this emotion here to teach me about myself? The answer to the question may not only surprise you, but will help you to start to change the narrative in your mind, which allows you to give your teenager the true tools for success. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and share it with anyone that you think may benefit from it. And if you want to see more videos like this one, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and click on the bell icon to get notified when I upload a new video. I hope that your day is incredible, and I'll see you in the next video.